Hello, welcome to Jackrabbit Journal. The Jackrabbit football team goes to Illinois State, Hank. Play bad in the first quarter. They get behind, end up losing 38-21. It's the first loss in the conference for the Jacks. Everything's okay as far as that goes, still as far as we know, but it was just unsatisfying all the way around, wasn't it?
Unsatisfying, absolutely. Really, in every phase of the game for the Jackrabbits, they didn't play their best football by any stretch. It doesn't take a rocket science to be able to determine that after watching this last ball game Saturday. But you look at it from the offense's perspective, they missed some opportunities to make some plays very early on in this game. Maybe could have set the tone early on in this one, coupled with the fact they couldn't run the ball at all. When you see the statistics, they didn't really try all that hard either. But the refs didn't have their best game. Defensively, Jackrabbits were really struggling to stop the run early on in this one. And then, of course, there were some crucial mistakes in the form of penalties. It seemed like at every pivotal moment in the game, there was a bonehead mistake of some sort that cost these guys a big play and or negative yardage as far as a penalty is concerned.
All right, as you said, just kind of a perfect storm of all those things coming together. Too many turnovers and too many penalties, and most of them were legit, except for this one. We got to point this out. An illegal player downfield on this incredible catch and run for a touchdown by Dallas Goddard, but they call it back for that penalty. There was also a touchdown by Jake Winicky that was ruled an incompletion later in the game. We'll show you that in a little bit. And anyway, you get beat, and the Jacks say it was not because they were not ready to play or because they overlooked Illinois State.
I don't think so. We knew they were a really good team. I mean, they've had a couple of close losses that could have easily been wins. So we knew coming in that they were going to be a good team and that we were going to have to come in and play our best.
And just did not play their best. Stig was riled up this week talking about this game. We got the first half highlights with the coach when we come back.
Jackrabbit Journal on Midco Sports Network is presented by Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Dakota Land Honda, Service First Federal Credit Union, and JackrabbitCentral.com.
Welcome back. Let's get to the first half at Illinois State. The Jacks have an awful first quarter, just like they did 2 years ago at Illinois State. Here's Coach Stig. All right, Coach, all kinds of weird things that go on in this game, and we'll get to that. But what is with the slow starts at Illinois State for the Jackrabbits? What's going on with that?
I don't know. We've had some unique situations happen, them march the field, disappointing, bad defense, but then the 4th and 1, you'll see the replay. I mean, just stay play side, and it's a first down. We don't get it. They march again. Maybe we're not ready to play in that area of the nation, but we'll be better this week.
All right, let's get to the first half here at Illinois State, and a little bit of wind blowing. You guys win the toss here. You defer to the second half. You said you wouldn't do that again. You take the football?
No. We did it because of the wind. All right. There's a lot of people defer now all the time. We had a guy in the gap. He just leaned on the block. The gap widened and he didn't make it. That's a skilled guy. We knew he was skilled. He got through there. We touched him, but we didn't get the tackle. Now here it's not over. Play in the present, men. Line up and do your job. Here we make the right adjustment. We have 2 guys take the dive. Consequently, we look like Simmons Junior High, and we practice that all the time. But that's a sign of not bad defense. It's a sign of not being able to put other plays behind you, be able to play in the present. We preach it all the time.
All right, first drive there for Illinois State. It's 7-0 early Redbirds. Your first play of the game here. Yeah,
we choose to try to get a mismatch based on stuff. Obviously, we had Jake on their safety. He had a step or two on him. Just need to put it on his hands, and we didn't get it done.
All right, Jake makes the catch here, becomes SDSU's all-time receiving yards leader.
We don't have time to talk about how special a young man he is, what he's accomplished, what he's yet to accomplish. Yep. Bottom line is he's an unbelievable person and an unbelievable student athlete.
And he had a great game in this game as well. 3rd and 10. Taryn gets to the sideline here and gets 9 yards, brings up this 4th and 1.
Yeah, no, he's doing it right there. He is fighting for extra yards. That's the neat thing about Taryn. We've talked about it before. He knows where the markers are, and he tries to get the first down. Here, if he just stays play side on the left side there, we've got a block. We've got a blocker for every player he cuts back where we're blocking down. And, that, again, he's playing. I'm not. It's really easy to look at film, but we get stopped on that.
That's just a lot of those things in this game, though. Here's Illinois State again. 3rd down for them. They catch a break maybe. A guy goes down, picks up a first down here. And then on 3rd and goal, Anthony Warham is a wide receiver that has been very good for them over the years.
Yeah, they march the field. Give them credit for that. Jordan's got to fight the push off there and just try to break underneath. I mean, he knows there's only one chance to defend that, and you don't look, and he didn't look. He's just got to break underneath that. Hopefully get hit in the back of the head by the ball by just playing good defense, knowing where he's at on the field.
Yeah, they did convert on 4 third downs on that drive. 14-0 quickly, and then Dallas Goddard carrying guys again on a 12-yard gain. And the drive stalls out, though, in a long field goal, 52-yard attempt here by Chase Vinatieri.
Yeah, again, we're with the wind. Chase felt he was good from even further than this. He had the distance, just didn't line it up right, didn't kick through the ball maybe a little bit. And I don't think that set us back. It would have been good to get those points, but we have belief in our system and our players.
All right, second quarter, this is another play that very controversial. Goddard makes the catch right at the line of scrimmage. They call you for having a lineman downfield.
Yeah, it's just so disappointing. That rule gets broke all the time. They've changed the rule because of that, and then we get called for lineman downfield. And the fact that he's catching it on the line, that's the line of scrimmage, and our linemen are a yard and a half downfield. They give you 3 yards in that situation. That's disappointing. Our 60 guys that got on that bus worked their tails off, and they deserve to get great officiating all the time.
Yeah.
Good job of running the ball here by Isaac. Good football player. Again, we ran the ball pretty well, but we had to throw the ball because of the situation in the game.
All right, that run by Wallace sets a touchdown here. Jake Winicky from 5 yards out.
Again, he's so long. He's so hard to defend. We've seen him do that so many times. He and Taryn are surely on the same page.
All right, 14-7 now. Ensuing a drive for Illinois State coming up here. Kellen Solik is going to make a play. Did you feel like it was settling down a little bit at this point?
Well, I felt we were going to win the football game. I thought we just needed to, settle down, play good football. We're going to have an unfortunate play come up here that allows them. And it is amazing how when you look back, how one play will affect the game. This is a huge effect. This is 3rd and long, 3rd and 10. Number one, just sack him in the backfield there, grab his cloth. And I can't fault Cody. He's playing his tail off. But if that kid catches it, it's 4th down. And so be in the mindset, play in the present, and that's going to allow them to make a drive. We're going to get another aggressive penalty on the sideline here, so we can really give them 25 yards in this deal. They didn't have to earn in here. A skill guy in space, not good for us. So we got to corral that guy. We got to see the crack block, and Zy Mosley's got to make that play on the outside there.
All right, penalties obviously hurt you on that drive. 21-7, Illinois State in the lead here, but you come right back with a couple of big plays. Christian to Winicky.
Yeah, and this is good. It's cool. It sets up some records and stuff. But they can go back as a defense and say, just shut down those long plays. They didn't march the ball, and we get 2 big ones essentially right in a row here, almost. And we'll take anything we can. But I want to march the field when we need to, also.
And easier said than done. This is some pretty good players making some plays here. Winicky again gets inside the 10. Yeah. And then going to get a touchdown run from Taryn Christian. Yeah,
a good scheme here. Again, great play by Jake. Good scheme here. Call it wrap. Gets around the outside. Really no one to tackle him there, but that's their goal line defense that advantages us when we run that football play.
So it's 21-14 late in the first half here. And then Illinois State goes down the field, and they're going to get a touchdown.
This is disappointing. I mean, we went down the field like we weren't playing defense. Here we're playing man-to-man. We get off them a little bit. They get another first down, and then their touchdown they get at the end here is he's looking us off. Stay on your landmark, safety, and the corner cushion there, and just 2 guys have a chance to make the play. We don't get it done. And that kills you at the end of a half, and that energizes them, and so really disappointing.
Is Jordan Brown looking for the safety Mears to come over and help
Jordan
him?
is funneling the guy. He's funneling the guy, and then he cushions until he gets threatened, and Mears it's half-field coverage. The weakness is the void behind the corner, so the corner tries to take care of it. Safety's got to make a play. You have to admit they made a perfect throw there.
All right. You riled up about this game because you guys there were opportunities there, and it just didn't work out, did it?
Well, we feel we lost one. We felt we let one slip away, and even though the score at the end doesn't depict what I'm talking about, we have 9 penalties, which is unacceptable. We have 3 turnovers, and a couple of those are because the situation we're in. But make the play, and then really officials make the play.
All right, more weird stuff in the second half. A game-tying touchdown that gets wiped out. It does not end well after that. Illinois State leads the Jacks 28-14 at the half. Here is Coach Stig with the final 2 quarters. Down 28-14 at halftime, but still, as you said in that first half, once you started getting things going, it felt like you were going to come back and win this game, right?
Well, they never really stopped our offense, and they didn't have a lot of drives by their offense. When they had drives, they executed. We were 2 out of 5 in the red zone. That's 21 potential points if you get a touchdown, and so that kills you. And so you need to make all plays, not just move it up and down the field and some on defense.
All right, let's get to the second half here. There'll be some more controversy coming up later in the third quarter here, but this is the first drive of the third quarter. Dallas Goedert making another catch, and then Christian and Winicky will hook up for a 30-yard touchdown.
Yeah, again, big targets, a slant route, just lays it in there, nice. Again, Terrence on his back foot there, that's a great throw. Jake, again, makes a great catch. Just has unbelievable hands. It's almost a mirror of the other catches he's made in the game, a number of them, and we get in the end zone. Again, we get energized. We get within 7 points. Our guys believe we're going to win the football game. This is part of it. Our defense came out and played tremendously at the start of the third quarter. We get a fumble recovery on the 21-yard line here. I mean, you can taste the ability to tie the game here, and we don't get it done.
All right, get backed up into a 4th and 17, and what looks like a field goal attempt coming up here.
Yeah, well, we had practiced this. We felt this was a good fake against them. It's probably too long. That's on me, totally on me. Put our guys in a situation. Could have kicked, should have kicked the field goal, and ideally get 3 points out of that. That is on me, the head football coach, not the Jackrabbits, not the assistant coaches.
Defense, though, was great in this third quarter. What was different?
Well, nothing was different. You made a play here or there. It's 3rd down and 10, don't have the penalty. Here it's, we get a sack. I mean, that's the fickleness of this sport. Make the play when you get a chance. That's what we grade. You have all these plays and you have 14 opportunities to make a play. You got to be great at those times. Here you see Cole just dominate the line of scrimmage, tackle him in the backfield. That's the kind of defense we need to be at all the time.
All right, pick it up on the next South Dakota State drive here and get it going again. Christian to Winicky for another big play for 22 yards.
Yeah, just a simple dig. You got somebody in front of the linebacker, so they sit back and throw it to them, and eventually people will back up, and we're going to have to throw it to the Adam Andersons that are in front of him. But here, again, just a simple slant type route, get some good yards going the other direction down the field.
All right, and then this is the play, the touchdown that should have been to Winicky, and I'm not sure what you can say about this, but this is a touchdown.
Well, you can see it's a touchdown, and that's what I'm talking about. The officials are off the hook because we have replay, and the replay is off the hook because of the angles. And, these guys work hard. Our assistant coaches work hard. And they deserve to be treated right and officiated right. And now don't throw this interception, but we shouldn't have been there either. We should have had a touchdown on the last play. And so he just has to throw it higher. That was a good call against a good guy. That guy's a lot shorter than Dallas. Put it up, let Dallas go up and get it.
All right, should have been 28-28, but instead it's 28-21. Illinois State still in the lead after that interception, and then 34 yards. They get to the outside again on this run.
Again, our corner has to see the crack, has to replace. We talk about see blood, which means if you're going to crack him, make sure you see him hit the flesh and then come off the edge. And that maybe is an 8-yard gain, maybe a 6-yard gain, but not a 30-some yard
And another weird call here. Can you not touch the long snapper? They make the field goal, what they call you for roughing the snapper.
Yeah, they told us to watch out. We told our guys moved out. So when we rush, they block us, and we end up hitting the snapper back into the snapper, and that guy wanted to call the penalty. Again, our defense rose up, kept him out of the end zone, but it cost us a minute and a half. At that point in the game, a minute and a half is very valuable.
Absolutely. 6 minutes to go, down by 10. And Christian, here's Adam Anderson you were talking about. Other guys stepping up to make plays, but then take a sack here once you get into the red zone.
Adam's a good player. Marquise is a good player. Connor Landberg, here you can see Adam wide open in the middle there. Give him the ball. Sometimes we get caught up on those other two guys, Dallas and Jake, and don't see the open guy.
All right, and then they get the pick six here at the end of the ball game. But you were kind of just fighting uphill the whole game in this game, weren't you?
Well, we put ourselves in a tough situation by being down 14 points. I think there were 60 guys, and all the coaches on the sidelines knew we could win that football game, but knowing it and doing it are two different things. You have to execute, you have to create some energy and some momentum, and we didn't make those plays.
All right, and you got to just make sure this is a stumble now and not a fall, and you like you tell your players, you got to let this one go, right?
Well, we talked at the end of the game. All our goals are still intact, all right? We lost one football game. We know we could have played a lot better. We should grow from that. If we hang our heads, shame on us. If I cause us to hang our heads, shame on Coach Stig.
All right, Jack's back home this Saturday to take on Missouri State. The Bears are 4-4 overall. They're 2-3 in the conference. And if the Jacks, though, are who we think they are, as good as we think they are, this should be a bounce-back win, shouldn't it?
Certainly, it should be, yeah. There's too many good football players on this SDSU squad for it to be anything but that, really. They need to respond in a very positive manner in order for them to move forward the way that they expect to with regard to the playoffs. There's still plenty of football yet to play, but these next 3 games are absolutely crucial.
All right, up next, we got the California kid with the beautifully conditioned hair, Connor Landberg in the Rapid Fire interview. Welcome back. Connor Landberg is in this week's Rapid Fire interview. He's talking with our David Brown about catching footballs, growing up in California, and how girlfriends are good for your hair.
So the first one, it's tucked up right now, but how long did it take you to grow your hair?
It took me probably about a year to get it up in a bun, and then I've been growing it for 2.5, 3 years now, so I feel like I can't cut it yet.
Is there a reason you decided to grow it long, just like the way it looked, and now you got to sort of stick with it?
I don't know, I wanted to try something different. You know, I always had shortish hair all my whole life, so I figured why not go for it.
You kind of got a little rival there on the team in Christian Roseboom, so who's got the better hair, you or Christian?
Obviously me, yeah. I mean, I've been having way more dedication. He's only been growing his for a little while now, but yeah, we got some guys that are trying to grow it out, but I think it's everyone's looking good.
Do you take special care of it? Do you do anything differently to make sure it's good?
Oh yeah, my fiance, she's a cosmetologist, so she definitely gives me the best products. So I have to maintain my hair if I keep it long.
You're from Laguna Hills, California. What's your favorite part of Laguna Hills?
I'd say the beaches, the weather. Can't beat it, you know. With here in South Dakota, you know, it doesn't cut it, but I mean, it's still an awesome place.
So, because you're from Laguna Hills, obviously, how many Hills or OC jokes have you gotten in the locker room ever since you've been here?
Oh, it's daily. You know, like they bring up the Hills, like, oh, do you know them, the Hills, the TV show? I was like, no, I have no idea who they are. You know, it's a huge cities all around, so no, I have no idea anything about those people or about the shows or anything.
Don't know the Hills, don't know Laguna Beach, don't know any of that?
No, I don't know any of those people, thankfully.
You mentioned a little earlier, but how long did it take you to adjust to the winter and climate here?
I'll say I'm still adjusting to it. I'd say 2 years for me to not hate my life. But no, I've grown to really like the winter. It's just some days are brutal, but other days they're not so bad. I mean, it's nice and crisp out there.
Why are you number 18? Were you sort of assigned that number, or do you like that number?
I don't know. I picked it early on when I first got here, and it just kind of stuck. I grown to like the number, so I stuck with it.
Did you wear it in high school, or is there a certain reason for it, or you just liked it?
I just liked it. No, I wore number 20 in high school, so 18 was just a change.
What is your favorite Coach Stig catchphrase?
Oh, man. There's a ton of them. I'll have to think about that one. Back in the day, it used to be Holy Nutmeg, because he used to say that a ton, but he's kind of straying away from that. I would say his acronyms, where he goes SHEESHES. He sends it like every day. It's just an acronym saying sleep, eat, nutrition, take care of your body. Just like an acronym that he does, and he says it daily, but I think we all get a kick out of it, and it really means the world, because that's what football is about: sleeping, eating, getting in the weight room, and taking care of your body.
That's one of the first people to say the acronym. Most people say Holy Nutmeg or Super, but yeah, he likes those acronyms.
Yes, he does.
All right, next question for you. When is the last time you cried at a movie?
So, to be honest, I don't remember the last time I cried.
Even when you were a kid, or a Disney movie got you upset or something like that?
It could have been, oh man, maybe when I was really young and I saw Lion King for the first time and he died. I think that could have been the last time I cried at a movie.
I think Dallas Goedert said the exact same thing.
Did he really?
It was the Lion King. All right, among all the receivers, just the receivers only, who wins an end zone to end zone race across the field?
Oh man, I would say Jake's got stride, Adam, he's got speed. I got stride and speed. I'd say, man, probably Adam Anderson, he's pretty quick.
See, at least you're confident enough to know that you can pick someone else.
Yep.
All right, then last one. Your favorite all-time game as a Jackrabbit?
Oh, I'd have to say the Montana State game 2 years ago in the snow. We went out there. It was a freezing game. It was a great game, so we weren't really thinking about the cold as much. We were up, we were winning, and then just some crazy things happened to the game. I think that one stuck out to me the most.
Perfect, thank you.
Well, up next, Chris Bono talking about his team starting the wrestling season this Friday when we come back.
Jackrabbit Journal on Midco Sports Network is presented by Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Dakota Land Honda, Service First Federal Credit Union, and JackrabbitCentral.com.
Well, the Jackrabbit wrestling team opens the season this Friday night at home in Frost Arena with a match against Iowa State.
First off, it's a Big 12 conference match. We start off with a conference match. That's what the most exciting thing is. Plus, you put it together with, we've got alumni weekend, a bunch of our alum are coming back, and then, of course, football game on Saturday, and then our Daktronics Open on Sunday. And then you throw all that in, it's the first weekend of wrestling. Guys have been training since last March for this opportunity, so yeah, we're really excited for what's going on.
Well, the Jacks have Seth Gross and Nate Rodert and David and Alex Kosher all back, all four NCAA qualifiers. And again, the Jacks and Iowa State this Friday. We've got live wrestling later this season on December 2nd with the Jacks hosting Iowa. Live football coming up this Saturday.